Well, good morning from this cold Monday morning. It is just frigid outside, although I was trying to stay positive this morning, and I told myself, well, at least it's not in the negatives. It was actually 0, but it wasn't below 0, which I'm so thankful for. Actually, I went out and did my chores, and the only thing that really got cold on me were my cheeks, because I can't stand to have my face covered, and I can't wear a scarf. I can't breathe. The worst thing about it for me is that I worry about my animals. I can't help it. It is part of my nature. I just worry about them. But all of our outside animals have a source of warmth to get to when it gets really cold like this, except for our ducks. We don't give them an outside source because ducks are actually very, very, very well insulated, and they stay nice and warm, although we do put plenty of straw down for them so they have a barrier between the ground and their bodies, and they do have a building they can get into if they want to. They don't often want to, but they do have a building to get into. So yeah, our animals are fine. I just worry about them because it's just so cold out there. I was worrying about it, and you know what the Bible says, do not worry, be anxious for nothing. And I was thinking about it last night, and I had to remind myself that I am a human that is not, we are meant to have protection and environmentally stable surroundings, like temperature controlled setting where we live. We are not built for these staying out in these extreme temperatures, but animals are. And you know, God is a loving God, and He has provided what the animals need to survive. And that's not to say we shouldn't take good care of our animals and give them as much, comfort as we can, but do what we can and leave the rest up to God. And that's what I had to do. And the animals are fine. They're doing fine. So, Half Pint was out rolling around in the dirt this morning. 0 degrees, rolling around in the dirt. So she's fat and sassy, so she's great. Chicken Cat, she's not faring quite as well because she won't stay in the garage. If she would stay in the garage, she would be doing better. She's not doing bad. Don't get me wrong. She's not doing bad. I just worry about her a little bit more. But she has been a feral cat, a free-range cat her whole life, and I've tamed her down as much as I think I'm going to be able to tame her down. And she's not stupid, so she knows where to go to stay warm. So I've got to just let her do her thing. I can't control her. I think she'd be miserable if I pinned her up and controlled her in that way. So anyway, we're doing okay. 1 day down of doing chores in this frigid temperatures, 2 more to go, and then it's supposed to warm up again. So I'm looking forward to that. Today is Inauguration Day. I am going to be watching that. I'm looking forward to it. I don't get political on this channel. I'm just going to leave it right there. But I'm looking forward to watching that big momentous occasion in this country. So that's my plans for this afternoon. I have a bunch of apples that need to be used up. So I was looking through my recipe book for some sort of an apple dessert to make. And I wanted something that would use up a lot of apples, because like apple cakes and stuff like that, they tend to say like use 2 apples or whatever. I'm like, no, I got like 10 apples I need to use. So I found a recipe for some apple pie bars that I'm going to make this afternoon, and we'll do that together. And then, I don't know, that might be the only thing I actually get done today. Olivia does not have school today. It's Martin Luther King Jr. Day, so they didn't have classes. Originally, we had planned to go thrifting today, but it's just too cold. It's too cold. It wouldn't be fun. And honestly, I'm kind of sick of going places. I have to go somewhere, get in that car and go someplace every day. And I just wanted to basically stay home. So Yeah, we decided not to go. I told her maybe at her next break, which is sometime in the spring, we'll go thrifting together. Definitely the temperatures will be better by then. So I will probably go thrifting next week, just me. I have a massage appointment, and my massage therapist, I've said this 1,000 times, it's right across the street from Twice Treasured, so I'll probably get a massage and do some thrifting next week. So at some point there will be a thrift haul, more than likely, because I pretty much never go thrifting and not purchase something. So yeah, and then over the weekend I started getting the downstairs undecorated for Christmas. So this will probably be a 2-day vlog. And so tomorrow, I don't have anywhere I need to go other than to take Olivia to school. Tomorrow I will probably take you downstairs with me, and we'll work on getting that downstairs done a little bit more, but that will be in this video. So anyway, I'm going to finish my coffee. I already read my Bible. I'm going to finish my coffee. I need to exercise, and then I'll pick you back up when I'm ready to make that apple dessert.
I am going to be doing a voiceover for this portion of the video because I had the TV on. I was listening to the inauguration. So in this bowl, I am adding 2 cups of flour, just all-purpose flour, and a 1/2 cup of brown sugar. This is actually the crust and the topping. You mix the ingredients together, and then you put half of this mixture into the bottom of a 9x13 pan. Then you put your apple mixture, and then you put the topping. So it's kind of like the cross between a pie crust and a cake crust, and then an apple crisp, because you put the other stuff on the top. And then you add a 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder, 2 sticks of softened butter. Actually, they're not super soft. They haven't been sitting out for too terribly long, but so you don't want them really, really soft, but you don't want them like as hard as a brick either, because you're going to kind of cut these in like you would for a pie crust. I start off using a fork, and then I go ahead and just use my hands because it makes it a whole lot easier. And you just crumble those up until it's like a crumble mixture. I don't know what to say. And then I added about a 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon. So here I am. I'm using my fork to start off to mix this up, and then I'm just going to get in there with my hands. And then you add 2 egg yolks that have been beaten slightly. And you just mix this in there, and then you press it into half of the mixture into the 9x13 pan. So I'm using the same bowl that I made the crust in. And the recipe actually called for 4 cups of peeled and sliced apples, but I probably used more like 6 because I really like a lot of apples in my apple pie, and I had a bunch of apples to use up. So to this bowl, I put the apples that I had previously peeled and sliced. I added a 1/2 cup more of brown sugar, and then I'm going to add some cinnamon and some fresh grated nutmeg. And also 1/4 cup of flour. And I'm going to mix all of this ingredients up and then put it on top of the crust mixture. Then I put the rest of the crust mixture back into the bigger bowl, and to that I'm going to add a 1/2 cup of rolled oats, a little bit more cinnamon, and mix that all up. And then I'm going to bring my pan of apples back, and I'm going to dot the top with a little bit more butter, and then put the crumb mixture on top. And I put it in the oven at 350 degrees, and it's set for 30 to 40 minutes, but it took more like 50 minutes in my oven for the apples to get nice and tender. We served it with some frozen Cool Whip on top, and it was absolutely delicious. My family just ate it up, and there's only probably 2 servings left. They loved it.
Oh my goodness, guys. It is Tuesday morning and it is -7 real temperature, 20 below wind chill. My hands, I just got back in from doing chores. I had double layer gloves on. I didn't get too cold except for my hands and my cheeks. My cheeks are so cold. I just poured my boiling water in my French press. Get my coffee in there. I usually put a rounded scoop for 16 ounces of water. And when you're using a French press to stir the grounds in, you always use a wooden utensil. My French press came with the wooden utensil to stir. The spoon, and then I set my timer for 4 minutes. And then while that's brewing, I get my coffee cup ready. I've been using these collagen peptides for quite a while. Well, a couple weeks, I should say. Since kind of the beginning of January. I want to get back to using collagen every single day. It's good for your skin and your hair and your nails and your joints and your cartilage and all of that stuff. This is grass fed. I got it from Thrive Market. I've had this quite a while and it does dissolve easily. I'm very happy with this. This is the mocha caramel and it is sweetened with monk fruit. So that's good. So I put this in my coffee, and when this is used up, then I've got this to use, which is from Swanson, as you see. This has been opened. I've used some of it. But this is chocolate flavor. So I want to work through my flavored collagens, and then I bought some unflavored. That way I can use my other coffee syrups. So with this one, even though it says it's mocha caramel, the caramel flavor is not super obvious. So I use my vanilla monk fruit. I had some caramel monk fruit syrup, but I used it all up when I was using this. So I use the vanilla, and then I use the vanilla stevia syrup too, because I like my coffee pretty sweet. Monk fruit's not super sweet, at least in my experience. It's not super sweet. So I just put 1 scoop of that in. I don't add any liquid to it till after I've put my coffee in, and I use a whisk to whisk it all up. So yeah, I just got in from doing chores, as I said. I'm finally warming up. My hands aren't as red. The animals are doing all right, as well as can be expected. We invested in some electric water bowls for the chickens, for all the outside animals, the cats, chickens, except for the ducks, because they used so much water that an electric water pan we couldn't buy a big enough one. But anyway, they came yesterday, and Scott got them all set up, and boy, oh boy, did that make a big difference this morning, with not having to bust ice out, and they still had nice fresh water. It's better for the animals too, to be able to drink warm, not warm, but at least above freezing water. And when I went into the chicken coop, because we've been just keeping them locked inside ever since this really bad cold snap. And when I went in this morning, oh, there, my coffee went off. It was actually, warm, comparatively speaking, considering it was like -7 outside. It was probably, I don't know, 20 degrees warmer in there, which is still cold, but I could feel a noticeable difference on my face when I went inside there. So they're doing great. They're not having any sign of frostbite or anything like that. Chicken Cat has been staying in there with them. I tried to get her to come out because it's easier to feed her at the garage with half pint, because the chickens try to eat Chicken Cat's food. So you have to be kind of tricky when you feed her in there with the chickens. But she didn't want to. She didn't want to come to the garage. So I just locked her back in there. And she's got food. She's got water. It's warm in there. And she just goes potty in the chicken litter, which is kind of gross, but we'll clean it out this spring. I only have a little dribble of this vanilla syrup left, so I'm just going to use all of it. There's like not much at all. I opened up another jar in case this isn't sweet enough. I can add another squirt. Half pint's doing fine. She spends most of her time in the garage on her heat pad. But when I came out this morning, she was already out of the garage. I went out a little later than I normally do because, well, it was only like 1 degree warmer. But I was hoping it would get a little warmer. But anyway, I waited to go out, and she was outside already, rolling around in the dirt, waiting for me to come out and feed her, I guess. She's a silly cat. She really is. She's one of those cats that's kind of an enigma. You just don't understand them. So my coffee is actually like darker than normal, and that's just because of the collagen. So there we go. Nice piping hot cup of coffee. I'm going to go enjoy this. I'm going to do my devotions and all of that, and then I'll take you down and we'll get busy working downstairs. That's my goal for today. And my goal is not to get it done, but my goal is to make a good dent in it. Olivia's school got canceled because of the cold temperatures. Not really canceled per se. She has online stuff like, what do you call it, FaceTime or whatever it's called, classes. But what's nice is that means I don't have to go anywhere. I'm so thankful. I didn't have to go anywhere yesterday because it was Martin Luther King Day and they truly had a day off of school. And then today they did what is it called? E-learning? I don't know. Because of the temperatures. So anyway, gonna go drink my coffee and I'll pick you back up when I'm downstairs working. All right, guys, we're down in the basement. It's several hours later, and that noise you hear is, oops, my tripod just fell over. This is Olivia's rock tumbler. She got that for Christmas, and it's quite the interesting contraption. But she put it down here because as you can hear, it's kind of loud. But I got my vintage room fairly done. My stupid tripod is not wanting to stand up properly. I decided that I am going to leave my vintage tree up all year. Every time I would take it down and put it back in the box and then get it back out the next year and put it back up, I would lose more and more of these little foil things. And I figured, even though it'll get kind of dusty, it would probably be better for it to just be kept up all year. So I did have it here, and I just kind of scooted it in the corner, and that's where it's going to stay. I had the chair that was in that corner, I put over here, and the cabinet that was here, it was just like a bookshelf. It was a cheap, one of those particle board bookshelves. I was trying to move it over there, and I didn't want to like unload it. It didn't have books on it. It just had knickknacks and stuff on it, and I didn't think it was that heavy. So I was scooting it, and because it was on carpet, it wasn't wanting to scoot very well. And I got to about here, and I was kind of trying to turn it, to slide it up against this wall, and it just collapsed. Completely collapsed. And so it is out on the burn pile. So I don't have that bookcase anymore, which is fine. I just moved this table in here. It was in the family room. I moved it in here. These boxes are just empty boxes for Goodwill stuff. Over here, I decided on this little table, hold on, let me get some of this stuff off of here, hold on. Over here on this chest, I decided to make this my Winnie the Pooh area. I love Winnie the Pooh. I got this 100 Acre Woods map thing. I actually ordered one of these for Olivia, but it was from the Alice in Wonderland. And when I saw that they had a 100 Acre Woods one, I got it as well. Absolutely love it. It's so cute. And anyway, so I put this here, and I've got some of my Winnie the Pooh stuff here. And I think I'm going to start collecting Winnie the Pooh things. And I think I like the original Pooh. The classic Pooh, probably better than the ones now, but I'm not going to be too choosy about it. But I think I'm going to start collecting Winnie the Pooh stuff, and then I'm going to put it on this chest here. I do have a couple of figurines that I have packed away, and I can't remember what I did with them, that are Winnie the Pooh, and when I find them, I will put them out here as well. But that's just going to be another little thing that I decided I want to collect as Winnie the Pooh stuff. And then I've got this little lamp here. It's not Winnie the Pooh, but it's Child's lamp, and I thought it would look really cute sitting on here. And there I turned the light on. So, all of this over here is Goodwill stuff, or donation. I don't really donate to Goodwill, but you know what I mean. What I need to do is I need to get this shelving unit styled. And then once I get that styled, I think my goal for today is to get the woodland tree taken down in my family room.
and that's probably all I'm going to get done today. So let me go ahead and get my tripod set up, and let's get started on getting this styled. There's a lot of stuff on there, and I don't know if all of it's going to stay. Some of it was stuff that was on that bookshelf that collapsed. So anyway, let's get to it. Alright, this is how I have this shelving unit organized and styled. Nothing super spectacular, but I got that done. Now I'm going to go in and start working on the tree, and I'm going to put this to music again because I want to listen to Ryan Hall, y'all. Apparently there's some kind of a winter storm or something happening down in the south, and I love to listen to the news, to the weather, and he's the best weather guy I know. So let's go in to the family room, and I will just show you what I'm dealing with here. These are all like fall decor here, and I don't put that back in the closet till last because of course you decorate for fall before you decorate for Christmas, and I don't want to have to dig for it and try to find it. So get myself in here. This round table was in the vintage room, and I exchanged it for the oblong table, and here is the tree. And I'm going to get all these ornaments off of it, and when Scott gets home he can put the tree back in the closet for me. I'll get it, put it in the box. Actually, I might be able to handle it myself. It's not as big as the tree upstairs. So anyway, let me get you guys set up, and let me get Ryan Hall on, and we'll get this tree down.
All right, guys, I got what I wanted to get accomplished done today. The room is still in disarray, but it is looking a lot better. I got this pathway cleared out a little bit. Still have a few totes kind of in the way. Still have all my fall stuff. Like I said, that's going to be the last stuff to go in the closet. But for the most part, it is looking so much better. And the tree is down. That's the big job. And all those needles is vacuumed up. And this is what's going on in the south. Can you believe that? They're having blizzard warnings in Florida. So goofy. Anyway, that's what I've been listening to. So anyway, guys, I think I'm going to go ahead and close this vlog out here. I've got to get this edited and uploaded so it can be ready for you guys to view tomorrow. And I think I'll probably pick up the next vlog back down here. I don't know if I'll video me putting the rest of the Christmas stuff away or if I'll just video redecorating. But anyway, I am going to go ahead and close this video out here. Thank you guys so much for watching, for spending the last couple of frigid, cold days with me. We have one more day, Wednesday, and then it's supposed to start warming back up a little bit. Not warm, but warmer. So anyway, friends, thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section below. And we'll see you guys on Friday. Bye-bye, friends.